What's up, y'all? Javar from DUSAFARMS. In today's video, I'm going to be opening up the March's subscription to the weed box. If you guys want to check it out, you can head on over and use code DUSAFARMS. Let's go ahead and get into this box, man. It feels like, even though it's once a month, sometimes it's like, oh, damn, I haven't done a subscription box in a while. Like, I haven't opened it up. I was like, man, I'm just looking around my bongs, which since the last video, I don't know if you guys are able to see that. It kind of, changes it out a little bit. I got a little shelf going now, added some things, just kind of put my favorite pieces up there. So hopefully, in March, if we got a leprechaun in here, it's going up there immediately just because, leprechaun back to the hood. If you don't know, go watch that video. It's the best time of the month, the year to watch it. Go watch it. It's not scary. It's funny, actually. I know a lot of people, when they watched it when they were younger, they thought like, oh, shit, this is scary. But then later on in life, they found out it was kind of just funny. It has always been just funny to me. Like, I was like, well, leprechaun exists. This little motherfucker like a gremlin. Like, I'm going to kick the shit out of him. Let's open up the side piece first, little side thing. Which right here. All right, and right here, we got a pipe, which I was actually just at a judging event where I was judging a bunch of different flower at the American Auto Flower Cup, and I seen my pipe in person for the first time. I haven't seen anybody consume through pipe in quite some time. Honestly, I remember when we were doing it back in high school, and I remember getting fucked up, but then we quickly moved past that. I remember it being like water bottles, apples, pipes, bongs, and then so forth. I saw the Brothers Grimm. He had it going, Mr. Soul. He had one of these over at the event, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna try it out. I ain't hit from one of those in a while, so I probably will be throwing something in that. Oh, the ones I wanted. I've been wanting to try these for a while. Right here, we got the Suga Sean King Palms. I've been waiting to try that. I haven't seen them anywhere. I was just like, you know what? I support Suga Sean. You know what I'm saying? And King Palm be doing their thing. So I have been wanting to try it just for the nostalgia of that. Really just more so I kind of just wanted it because it's cool. It's like a little limited edition type of thing. So, well, got that. All right. And then, of course, we've got our socks, which if you've been watching these videos and, just watching me ramble on and open up a random box with, weed knickknacks in it, then you know that I give away the monthly subscriptions socks that they always send. So if you guys want to partake and get yourself these, just watch the end of the video. I'll describe that and I'll announce the winner from the last video. And then we also got us some hemp wick, which I know a lot of people always tell me like, hey, use the hemp wick, it's gonna change your life. I did, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really notice anything too life-changing about using the wick other than just like the extra ability to, wick it more. I feel like it was more of placebo, and then I heard that they don't regulate them, and actually what wax do they use, and they're not like FDA approved and all of that stuff, so there's no telling what they coated in and if that actually is healthier for you or not. In the grand scheme of things, it sounds it would be a lot better for you or whatever, and I'm not knocking it by any means. It's just I prefer lighting it with the torch. Actually, I feel like I get the best light and most even one with that. And then lastly, we got ourselves a little clipper lighter right here, which has got a pretty cool design on it. It's got a pineapple, which do not belong on pizza, but I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not ever gonna order fucking pineapple and pizza together. I love pineapples on their own. I love them with salt, actually. That's what they're paired best with. And then I also love pizza. It's actually my top 3 favorite meal of all time. If I was going out, pizza would probably be one of the ones I'm like, yep, just give me that. I'm good. And it don't matter where it's from. Like, it could be CC's, Papa John's. Like, yes, I get nasty with it. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm going to eat that damn pizza every time. It could be from a franchise. I don't care. Pizza is good no matter what. Here we got, ooh, is this another pipe? I think we got another pipe right here. Okay, this is more player. I like that. I like this one. Like this one over here was like was it silicone, rubber, or whatever it is, and it's got like a little glass insert in the middle. But I don't know if that's, the heat coming through the silicone. I don't know. I know they have bongs like that. I know they used to have the little movable, I forgot what they called those bongs, but it was kind of like the tube could move around. It was flexible and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I'm assuming it's safe to have heat through that. Of course it melts, so I don't know. I didn't even really think about that too much. I just thought it was pretty cool. Kind of reminded me of the Trix yogurt. Oh, that is actually great comparison for this. If you guys have ever seen the Trix yogurt, remember as a kid when they had the little swirls in there. Now this seems like the more the one that you would smoke out of. Which in general, like when you see these, I remember the first time I saw one pulling out, I was like the first time I saw one of these, I was like, was there a crack in that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my general, like, idea. I was like, I didn't know what it was, and that was kind of like my whole idea. So the first time I pulled one out, somebody pulled one out in the sesh, and I'm smoking with this dude I worked with. We worked at this water park, pulled up to him afterwards, and I'm thinking I'm smoking, but this dude's got a gas mask. I mean, he has dreads, you know. He was telling me a story about tripping acid, flipping his car. He is into it at this point. I'm a young 16-year-old kid. It's summertime. I'm just chilling. The older homie, shit. He said he got weed. I smoke. I sell a little bit. So let's link up, smoke. I'm smoking with him, man. I see that gas mask. Whew. And then we get one of those immediately. We're just sitting on his balcony. We hit one of these. That was my first time seeing it. I was kind of like, but I trusted him. You know, I didn't think, I made sure he didn't sprinkle no razzle-dazzle in it. Plus, we were smoking on what I had. And that thing had me fucking high. It's always those type of things like bongs and all that because you use such a small amount and it's just like, boom, it hits you and it goes. So, speaking of bong, let's go ahead and get into that. So they've been having a little theme going. If you guys watched the last month, I'm pretty sure it was this one right here. You can see it's got that nice, I called it like a classy look. It just looks like something you would see sitting on a coffee table at some guy that goes to work with a briefcase and he smokes weed on the side, but he don't tell everybody, but it's just sitting there like all cool and shit. Like, I just feel like it's such a classy black look. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just want to put a suit and tie on and smoke out of this. I don't know, that's just me. I don't even think that makes any sense. It's just the color, that look to it, man. It just looks serious. I like it. And then this one, you kind of got the same thing, but it's just a little bit more subtle, kind of clearish, still with that darker tint look to it. I like it. And now we're going to go ahead and pour some water in that thing and go ahead and pack a bowl. It's honestly kind of like the little brother to it. Like, if you look and it was like, this is a little brother, you know, he was like, you know, same mom for sure, different dads. You know, the color complexion is a little bit different. Maybe his dad was, you know, from the land, you know, his dad was more American, you know what I'm saying? I just love that damn sound. It's like, that's honestly as soothing as the sound, like, you know, when you grinding something up and you get the, you know, get the good old, you know, when you get to hearing something similar to that. Don't want to knock all the weed out. It chugs so nice. The smaller pieces always amaze me. They just always just come in so much closer. I mean, amaze me is just the way in which I put the water in there compared to the other ones. Maybe I got to work on the water dosages. I know that can be a big thing with messing up the chug and whatnot. But I like that. That's a cool one. You can see immediately we're actually getting some resin. If you look in that, what we're smoking is the animal tsunami. You know, it usually gets like some particulates like ash and stuff like that. But right here, I know it's hard to focus on. I know it gets dirty in there, but immediately we're getting like a little resin going in there. This is a pretty frosty strain, nice, strong. It's doughy-ish for the taste, like that little mouth coat smack. It's sweet, piney, and it's across with the animal cookies to caramel tsunami by the homie Tsunami Seeds. So shout out to him. Check out the channel. You can see me grow it from start to finish, and you know, do whatever else with that information as you will. But I like it. I love that strain. It is a great washer as well. So it's probably one of my favorite strains right now. It was my favorite strain of 2023. We'll call it my favorite strain of 2023 for sure, as far as like the ones I've grown. Also got to go ahead and try out these O'Malley wraps. So you can see how the flavor is honey and orange, which I'm not really a fan of like honey flavored things, or just sometimes it has to be some good honey, because I've had just like straight raw honey from the homies who got bees and it's been amazing, just raw. But like a lot of the processed ones and stuff, like it's miss. I won't even say hit or miss. I'll just say it's a lot of misses. You know, there's some hits in there as well, but you know, honey is just it can be done so good and so bad at the same time. It could have a really medicine-y taste, or it could have a more sweet, like what you would want it to taste like, what you would see when you saw those commercials, the Honey Nut Cheerios, and be like, damn, that looks good. Not like, cough syrup, you know? I know a lot of people addicted to the cough syrup, but me, I personally prefer, you know, the sweets. And since it's being more of like a wrap, honestly, I didn't even have to grind it up. I just had to grind it up because I always roll joints, and then that's just like a force of habit. Anytime I'm getting ready to smoke, I grind it up, whether it's going in a bowl or a joint. And then for something like this, it's more of like it's a wrap, but it's still in the same class as a blunt, I would assume. Like as far as like the same like smoky, I don't know how to describe what I'm saying, but Anyways, what I'm saying is they're in that, like, they're like cousins to each other, I feel like, whereas a joint is like an entirely different thing, you know, not even similar. The only thing similar about it is this, like, the way you roll it or whatever, but even then that's totally different. And since these are Sean O'Malley's, then you know, one thing that does come to mind, you know, I love UFC. I may not be the biggest fan, I may not catch every, you know, weekend and whatnot, I may not get all the fights in, but at least all the big ones, you know, the ones for the fighters I care for, I'll definitely watch, and Sugar Sean being one of those. But you know, we always have this thought at home. It's like, and I question you guys as well. Do you think you guys could survive a round with a, you know, MMA fighter? I won't even say a boxer, because in boxer you see it all the time. Motherfuckers be, you can just run. You know, you can only grab and you just punch somebody, but you know, legs have a lot more reach. You know, grappling and scooping, you can always just chase after somebody, slam them, and now they can't go anywhere. So it's like, man, a whole round, which, like, is it what, 3 minutes, 5 minutes? I don't know. Like, I don't even think I could do a minute, bro. I'm just sitting there, like, in boxing, I'll probably just run away from buddy. He gonna have to just come around and throw a haymaker. I might even try to catch one on my way back. But, like, fucking UFC, just MMA in general or something like. But UFC, I don't know. If I get in that octagon, I'm gonna fold. I'm gonna get a hit in for sure. I'm gonna definitely give me a hit in. It ain't just gonna be no knockout. I don't know, though, bro, because you might just get one in there before I can even get a hit in. I'm going to have to just charge, you know. Hopefully, if I get knocked out and go limp, at least one of the ones that I was in the process of swinging, you know, that muscle memory that's still going for the 1-2 punches, hopefully one of them connect. As long as I touch you, bro, just enough that you knew I touched you to be like, oh, shit, yeah, he got me. You know what I'm saying? Not like I hurt you or nothing like that, but just know, like, it's going to count on the scorecard. one out of 157 hits. Like, however many, you know what I'm saying, however I swung to however many I landed ratio. So, I got that lit. I'm going to go ahead and hit it one time without popping it, and then I'll pop it, and I'll hit it then. Pop it. Bop it. Twist it. I heard the sound effect in my head. Okay, I mean, I'm still already kind of getting like a little taste of, like I said, the Animal Tsunami is a very mouth coating, and I'm already getting that mouth coat from it. But I'm already getting something altered of it. Like, it's more of, it's not coming like it normally would, like how it would normally carry over. So just off of that, it's already different than normal, and also that could not. Just the fact that there's a filter in there and you can kind of even taste it before it comes, but it's just being wrapped in something entirely different than what I'm used to. So, of course, it makes sense for it to come in a little different. So now I'm going to go ahead and squeeze it, which, pop, you heard it. But when I put it to my mouth, it was different. Before I even, like, the prep to the breath, like, it was very different. I'm not even gonna lie. I may have to, like, start smoking just more of the wraps in general. I'm not saying none of the flavor ones. By the way, so far I really do love this one. That honey, like I said, you know how it can be. The honey and the orange, I feel like, really complement each other. I feel like the honey is more of that mouth coaty feeling, and then not really more such the taste, and even the taste that could come from it. It's just more like minimized by the orange, you know, and it's not an intense orange. I feel like they kind of like a happy medium of the two. So far, if I'm gonna rate these, I like them. Like I just said, it has me considering, like, converting over, not to, like, just wraps, not converting over, but just, like, trying a few more of them. You know, I'm not really a tobacco guy, but the wraps, I can do some of those, like the plain ones, you know, not the flavored ones by any means. Nothing wrong with them or anything like that, but, you know, that's why I grow, and that's why I smoke certain weed, is like, because you know, there's a specific reason why I want that. It's just because I like that, and that's all I want from it, you know. That's why I'm actually moving over to rosin now, because I'm getting everything that I want out of that the most. But flower is always there for me. That's the reason why I avoid going after, you know, like the flavored tips and the flavored wraps and stuff like that. It's got a place in for everyone out there, especially if you have something that has no flavor, it lacks that, or maybe you're getting really tired of it. That's the only thing in your area, the only thing you got. So then you want to change it up. Then I feel like something like this is very key in that situation. But if you got something that you love and that you just always want to smoke, then you don't need anything like this, I feel like. It's nice. It's nice. I'm not gonna smoke too much of it. Like, I don't knock them for being, like, like, I don't think that they're not healthy for you or whatever. It's just like that's not my preferred consumption. So I couldn't sit here and just finish this knowingly what it is and whatnot. Like I said, it's not the fact that it's just like that stuff is probably coming in that coat and could be coating my lungs and whatnot. So for the purpose of this, I'm not saying it's not safe. I'm just saying that, like, I don't know if it's not safe, so I don't want to smoke too much of it. And just like, I know that weed and resin, that shit could just coat your lungs in general. So combining it with whatever chemicals is in that, I don't know. I feel like these are what paved the way for spray packs. I know it's a pretty popular thing now, and some people are, at this point, it's become so like normalized that like people just knowingly go with it, and that's actually their preferred. I heard that's like a big problem up there in New York, but it's migrating around. And, a lot of people are coming across these spray packs, people trying to add something to something that ain't there or whatever. But now the fact that people are like going solely after that, it's a crazy world or whatever. So there is a market for it, but like I said, I just feel like these are kind of like what led to it. It's like, wait, when we could do it here, then it was like a filter, and it's like, wait, not just the filter. You could put it on the weed itself and change it, and then whether that be through a spray chemical or just like it's sitting in the same thing. Like, remember when people were like putting their orange pill or bread? But I think they were doing that for moisture when they were putting it in the packs. But even then you put an orange pill in there, it is gonna give it like a little a citrusy zest to it when you smoke it. So I feel like a lot of those are end up leading up to the spray packs and normalize that we can only look at ourselves and be like, damn, how'd we let it happen? But regardless, I mean, there's a market for it, so it is what it is at the end of the day. Appreciate you guys for coming to my little video of me opening and smoking some things and just randomly your ears off, and I hope you were able to sit here and smoke with me. Let me know what you're smoking in the comment section. Join the Discord if you want to come and chat with amongst a bunch of other growers. Maybe you don't grow now. Maybe you want to learn to grow. Maybe you're just a smoker. Come on over, man. Come learn something. There's some great people in there. Not just myself. Like, I think I'm a pretty cool dude, but there is some amazing growers in there, definitely way better than me, and they crush it. We got people for the first time coming out and crushing it just on their own, no help, nothing, just first grow. They just from the information they learned throughout the chat or whatever. So that's pretty cool. So if you want to come over, because I feel like that's a thing that everybody should do. I feel like everybody, if you smoke, you should grow at least once, or you should know a grower so you can really know what you're missing out on, really know what is right, what is the potential, what it could be, what's fresh weed, because sometimes a lot of people getting like last year's pack 3, 4, 5, 6 months, getting some old stuff, maybe it wasn't cured dry properly, you don't know about all this different terminology and the things that go into it. And if you grow, I feel like it'll allow you to be more appreciable of the product itself. Like you'll know what all went into this, or you could and like you got to stick with it. You could just be like, oh man, I sucked, I don't want, this ain't for me or whatever. You don't got a green thumb, you couldn't get, because not everybody's gonna get from point A to point B, but if you don't give up and you work at it and you really try to learn, you definitely can. But like I said, it's not for everybody. Not everybody has a green thumb, but everybody can do it. You just got to put the time, effort, and love into it. And, the more you love it and the more that you put into it, the more you get out of it. So the winner for the last month's sock giveaway is going to be the Southern Style Grower. Make sure you email me, therealdusa@gmail.com. It's going to be the easiest way to get to me. Make sure you send me all shipping information. That way I'm able to get those shipped out to you as soon as possible. And for those that would like to win next month's subscription, or currently this one in the next video, you can join in on that by just commenting on the video. And in your comment, you could say whatever. You could just be generally commenting something. And then at the end of it, somewhere, just put hashtag HUF. That hashtag allows it to be highlighted so I can find it easier. But regardless, I'm going to filter down by the word in general. So it'll be found regardless, whether you put H space, U space, F space, but hashtag Huff works the best. But as long as you have HUF in there, it is going to allow me to find it and get you the chance to be entered into the giveaway. But like I said, appreciate you guys for watching the video. Until next time, peace.